is pull this loom out and measure how long it actually is, so I can work out where I'm going to mount the box. Alright, it might go under the seat, driver's seat. We'll just see. Alright, so from the tip of the loom, we've got, alright, so to the coil leads, alright, the hot and cold is 1870, that's in millimeters, 1870 millimeters, and about 2130 for the plug, and nearly 2.2, so 2200 for the earth lead. So we'll see what we've got over there. We're going to try and mount the coil, close in the box, try and mount the coil in the original spot with the mounting bracket, which I have no idea where I left it. Alright, so what I've done, pretty much line this up under the seat, driver's seat, and then that was ample room for these two guys. These two guys are the shortest. I don't know why, but they're the shortest. There's plenty of room for this. Down low, through the firewall, and you've got stacks to get back to where I want to go. Now, how do you mount this under the seat? Well, to be honest, I'm just going to try some Velcro, hook and loop on there, see if it sticks to the carpet. Now, if your car's doing wheelies, well, you have to mount it a bit better. But I might get this cable run if we can get to Eastern Creek this Wednesday night. Do a couple of passes with the original Dizzy, and then we might swap it over at the track. But I don't want to get stuck out there if something's wrong. So let's see how we go. Mounting bracket. Okay. So this comes separate. Alright. That'll mount where the original coil mounts to. We'll install that as well. Get back to you. Alright, so what we're going to do, there is a hole here for the AC drain. Alright, that went in there. Now because I want a straighter line through and not zigzagging up through here with the cables, because I want the cable as long as possible. We're going to go through there, and then I might drill another hole just below for the drain, which will actually help it drain a bit better. It does get out, but this is a little high, so I'll just check what's down there and it should be okay. You can just see the trans dipstick there on the left, and then the block. Alright, let's see if the plugs fit through that hole. Alright, so with this 7 amp box we're using, there's a white and a grey wire. White and grey. Grey's taco, white's not needed. It doesn't say what it's for, but this grey cable can stay inside, and the only two that need to go through is the Dizzy plug, which is, oh fucking bingo, she's through. That one, come back out, you bugger. Hello, come back here. That's it. Him and the earth. Well, the earth is going to be, oh no, sweet, the earth fits as well. The earth and coil leads. So we'll get that in. It's probably easier for me to put the grommet back in from the outside, feed it through, slide it down. Yeah, I'll see how I go with that. It's a bit tricky, probably here. Anyway, I'll have to work that one out. And I'll get another hole drilled for this guy. Down in there somewhere. I'll just check that now. Right, a bit of tape just so the shit doesn't go through the carpet. Bit of a mark. go one size bigger. That's it. Okie dokie, so we've got 2 holes. I've fed the cable around to here, right under the console. Right, so we'll just see where this is going to end up. This will end up in here somewhere. Sorry, I can't see. Up under here somewhere. We'll see how much cable we need through the hole to the dizzy and the earth and the coil, and it'll bring everything back in here. I'm gonna try and tidy this shit up. Look at that crap. My God, I didn't think that was that bad. Anyway, that's another job. I'll be fixing that too. Okay, yeah, look, there's an average of 2 meters of cable there, so I've got whatever I need in the bay, and then this comes around. Look how much there is. It could go to the passenger seat, driver's seat. Heaps of cable there, heaps. All right, so we've got distributor wire and the 3 loom wire there, the green, orange, black. That'll go to the coil. And you can see it's coming through there. Got the grommets on. Can you see that properly? Yeah. Got the grommets on. And like I said earlier, heaps of wire left. Heaps. Okay, so we're back here, and this can go anywhere. Stay there for now. Alright, here we go. So we've got preset, it's on 70. So 70 is, the curve starts at 1000, and all in 2900, 10 degrees. So it'll be 16 on the dizzy, and 10 degrees max. All in. Holy shit, what's under there? Oh, spare parts, that's good. Oh, there's some points. That'll just stay there for now. Get some Velcro on that. So it's the next day. I've decided I'm going to put the ice in. It's the drags tomorrow night. Tonight's Tuesday. Last drags of the year. Tomorrow it might rain, so we're just going to swap it out. It's just one thing here. These holes with the screws that go in here, they touch the sides. As you can see there. They're a bit tight, so I'm just going to drill them out. All right, I'll drill them out first, and then I've got it on TDC on number, on number 1. Yeah, on number 1. All right, so I'll leave that there. Take it apart. everything's whipped off. Now, coil bracket first, okay? This guy here, that does not come with the kit, okay? It comes separately. Let's hope this wire is long enough. All right, coil next. All right, coil cover. This looks a little tricky. So you got to put your screw in like that, and then Allen key through the whole guts. You can nip that first one up. And then go ahead and just do one at a time. So you've got to thread it through. Get the bolt on the end. So you can't get an Allen key in there. Do like that. You're going to be tightening up from the outside. And the reason I've done this first, it looks like if the dizzy's here, it's in the way of you bolting this sucker up. It might have been alright, but not quite sure. Alright, yeah, that looks long enough. That can go either way. We'll grab the coil. Right, so the coil has 4 bolts. 4 bolts and 4 nuts and 4 washers. Pretty much feed 2 inches to hold it. Alright, washers. I'll tell you what, there's not much room. That washer is touching the plate. You don't need the washer because there's a nylock nut. No, sorry. The washers are for the terminals. They're not for this. I was wondering why they do that. Just looked straight down the hole of the dizzy and I haven't put a rag there or anything. Just hoping it wasn't going to drop anything in there. Okay. Not moving. we'll get the dizzy in. So when you get your dizzy, pop your cap off, and just inside here there's a mark. Okay, that's going to go to number 1 coil lead. Right, so just mark that there so you know that's number 1. All right, but we're going to leave this off, and we're going to drop this in. Cables are out of the way, and try and keep that rotor button. Oh, you know what I need? I need a gasket, don't I? So, if you can see that, it's going to be number 1 rotor button. I think that's enough there. Enough room there. How about that like that? Nothing pinning anywhere. Can you see that? I'm going to zoom in a smidge. Right there, the mark's right there, in line. Alright, we'll bolt him in and get the wires on. No, not too tight, because we're going to have to probably move that. Cable, main coil cable, that can go in there. Now, do I feed the rest back in? Probably yes. I'll leave a little bit there. Now, these wires. Oh, you know what I forgot? The earth. The earth wire. Should have gone to there, shouldn't I? Alright, I'm going to find another earth. Negative for green, orange is positive. Positive's over here. Alright, let's get the leads on. Alright, so when you get the leads, you're going to look at them and you're going to go, wow, they're way too short, they're wrong. Or they're not. They all fit. The longest one is number 1. Now, I'm going to pull this off. We're going to take that off. Alright, so longest is this guy. 1. Alright, so I'll just show you this. Alright, so there's a little bit of stuffing around with the leads. You see this guy probably could be longer. You can't cut across here because the screws are there. You've sort of got to go outside for all of them. Outside for all of them. Yeah, and then the one to the coil is on there. This one's sort of got to go over the top. Anyway, I'll have another plate and we'll bolt that cap back on. So I just got to remember earth wire. Earth wire, I'll leave here. I've got pizza inside, so I'll be back. All right, so she's all in. I got ready to start it, but kicked it over, wouldn't start. And I thought, oh, I better double check the instructions. You know, it's always a good thing. And then it says here, brown wire. Cut this wire to activate 6-cylinder mode and the purple for 4-cylinder. Optional, it says. Optional. Anyway, I cut the wire and it started. So that's the wire on this loom here. All right, there's a loom, these series of wires, and cut him, it started straight away. So we're on. Next time you see me, we might be at the track, maybe. One other thing, it's on 16 degrees at idle, and I've got it set on number 70, which is plus 10 degrees. All in, and I've picked 1,000. The curve will start at 1,000 RPM and go to 2,900. So I'll see you soon. All right, so it's the next morning now. It was getting a bit too late to start cars, so it's Wednesday. It's not raining. The drags might still be on, so I might make this 2 videos. Load this one up and have a separate one, but I'll just start it and I'll let you listen to it. I might put him on the